What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I just want to start by saying that I'm really sorry that I haven't been able to post anything recently. A lot of things have been happening in my life, and eventually it caught up with me, and I got really sick, and yeah, I was out for the count for, I don't know, 7 days, 10 days, something like that. But I am now back, and I just want to just say to you all that for the month of October, and for the rest of the year, I'm going to be doing my very, very best to support you all, to provide you with content, provide you with value, and just to continue to help you on your journey to become a consistent and profitable trader. Now, I just wanted to just say to you all, it's been a very long 9 months, and as you probably are aware, coronavirus hit us all very hard. Some of us worse than others, some of us less than others, but it was an unexpected event that really took a toll on the economy, on jobs, on families, on friendships, on relationships. And I just want to say to you all, with these circumstances, no one ever knows when they're going to come about, right? And my question to you is, just before we continue into the new month, is have you prepared yourself for when it could possibly happen again? Because it is an unexpected event and no one knows when it's going to happen. But as traders, and unfortunately to say this, when things like this happen in the world, it does kind of go or gives us an advantage as traders because, the more there's happening in the world, the more volatile the markets are. And with the volatility comes a lot of trading opportunities. So I just want to say to you all, the last 9 months has been a very long 9 months. We've got 3 months left of the year. And what you should really be thinking about at this moment in time, especially coming in towards like December, Christmas times, or just a period of time where you spend time with your family, your friends, your loved ones, and then you start making your New Year's resolutions going into the new year, 2021. Have you made your plans? Because that's what's important. And some of you may have been studying, trading for a long time, been putting in a lot of hard work. And you may not be where you want to be now. You probably feel like you should be a lot further. But the question is, have you really sat down and evaluated, what stage you're at? What's been working for you? What hasn't? What has been your weaknesses? Have you avoided them? Have you figured out how you can work with those weaknesses to become strengths? Things like this. I know this seems all elementary, and you might be like, well, Rox, I need to hear this. I hear this on YouTube all the time. I just want to say, from my personal experience, that what I notice with traders a lot is that because you put in the work and you put in the time, you put in the effort, you expect the results to happen immediately. And we all know as traders that that is just not going to happen. It's not how this business works. And the only way you're going to be rewarded is if you're patient. It's just really as simple as that. Patience means being able to get through each day at a time, building your foundation and then your castle, and then eventually getting to a stage where you're content and you know what you could potentially expect if you do X, Y, and Z. It's a process, and I say this all the time. And if you haven't really been following a plan, or you've been building on your strengths or weaknesses, or you haven't been following the process, trying to rush it, then unfortunately, if you continue to do this, this is where you're going to remain. So what I want to say to you now is, coming into the last 3 months of the year, especially a new month, because I think it's always beautiful to start a new month. Every day can be a new day, but every month is just a new month. An opportunity for you to let go of what's happened previously, last month, last 9 months, and be able to rectify that and put a solid plan in place. And at least just say to yourself, because I know for the majority of traders, you don't even get past 20 days of trading. Say to yourself, for the next 20 days, I'm going to solidly take one trade a day, or I'm going to trade consistently, and I'm going to be disciplined, and I'm going to be patient for the next 20 days and get to the end of the month. Now, if you get to the end of the month and you're not profitable, but you're break even, or you're in a slight loss, what you should be focusing on is not those three things. It's the simple fact that you got to 20 days, a full month's worth of trading. Then what you do on the next month, you do the exact same thing. But you take all the lessons that you could have gathered from your first month, and then you start to work on the strengths, eliminate the weaknesses, avoid the mishaps and the things that you know you shouldn't be doing, and guess what happens? You go from being a losing trader that month or a break-even trader to even a break-even trader the next month or just slight profits. Then what you do the next month is you start to capitalize and work on your strengths for the second month, and you repeat the process again and again. And before you know it, the pieces of the puzzles will start to fall in place. Guess what? That is when you can start to become a consistent and profitable trader. But the biggest focus here right now is the next 3 months. Get planning, because guess what? As traders, when things like this happen in the world, it doesn't really affect us too much. We can capitalize in the markets. But for those still working a 9-to-5 job and not in a position where they're able to continue working or make money, well, it's the same thing really, but continue to live the normal life that they're living, think about the option that you have now. And some of you, as I said, may not be where you want to be, but guess what? The journey that you're on will come with hurdles, come with obstacles, but that's just a sign to you and to everybody else that you're doing a lot more than the majority are doing. And I'll tell you now from my own experience, this year has been the most craziest year of my life. I've come from an absolute madness in the last 4 years, and I'm not going to talk about it now. Maybe I will in the future. But I've been battling something for the last 4 years. As you all know, I lost my mum, and then just some other things are happening that I don't want to talk about publicly right now. But this year, one of my goals was to hit 100K followers in about 2 to 3 years' time. And my plan was to continue posting, reading the comments, understanding what you want to see, and then continuing to provide that value. And look now, in less than a year, I'm over 100K followers, coming from 9,000 or 12,000 at the start of the year. Now, I'm not saying this to brag or show off. What I am saying is that during that process, what I'm trying to tell you now is during that process, things were hard. I cried, didn't sleep, wanted to give up, but I just knew that if I continued to put forward the effort and I didn't give up and I continued to provide value, I continued to force myself to do some things that I didn't want to do, then guess what? Eventually I'll get there. But I was rewarded because look, it's happened sooner than I think. Instagram, I wanted to hit over 100K followers in about 18 months' time. From January, start of this year, 18 months has given myself. Look now, I'm over 100,000. Did I know I was going to hit it this year? No. But what I did was I followed my plan and I kept executing. And look, I was rewarded. I didn't want to post 3 times a day every day. I didn't want to put stories up. I didn't want to respond to the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of messages that I got weekly. I didn't want to respond to the comments after time. But I did. Because I knew that's what I had to do in order to get to where I wanted to get to. Was there times when I wanted to give up on my community because I was just exhausted? I was tired. Absolutely. But this year has been the most craziest year of my life with my members, seeing how far so many of them have come. And I don't want to talk about this as a sales pitch, but I'm just saying how far they've come. So many people have been able to transition from 9-to-5s to full-time jobs. You know, I'm not going to promote a company, but funded companies, you know, now in the community almost have traders trading up to $5 million worth of funding. And I've seen their stories and I've seen where they've come from. And it hasn't just been like that. My story wasn't like that. Their story's not like that. And the majority of people that have made it, their stories are not like that. You have to put forth the effort. You have to get through the days and the nights and the mornings where you want to give up. The thing is, if you have an obstacle and hurdle and you keep on going, guess what? It is impossible for you not to overcome it. Impossible. So what you think is not achievable or you may take too long to get there, that's the wrong mindset. Think about where you've come from where you are now. And if you just change a few things slightly, i.e. planning, trusting the process, and executing, where you could be in 3 months. And don't go into 2021 saying to yourself, oh, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe it's going to just be another year of me trying to trade and failing. No, you need to put it out there in the universe that you are going to be the best that you have ever been. And whenever that moment comes, that penny dropping moment, or that moment where you finally achieve what you want to achieve, then you celebrate. No one knows when it's coming. No one. Period. No one. But keep putting forth the effort. And don't fear the unknown. I get it, guys and ladies. I get it. On this journey, it's the most loneliest journey. And you can be ridiculed. And I get ridiculed every day. And I'm not bothered. You see successful people, they don't ridicule other people because they're too busy focusing on their life. So when people do it, guess what? I just feel sorry for them. I just think about where they may be at in their life to be wasting their time on me. So if you're going through that as well, I mean, this has turned into a motivation. It wasn't supposed to be, but I'm just talking from my experience. If you are going through something right now that's affecting your trading, and you can avoid being affected by it by just brushing it off, not allowing other people's opinions to get on top of you, then just go ahead and do it. Promise you, it's a waste of your time. You can't change their minds, and the only time they're going to change their minds is when you make it, and then they come chasing you again. Okay, so just get on with it. Don't fear the unknown. It's a lonely journey for sure, and you may not know if you're going in the right direction. But remember, if you're just doing that little bit more than you did yesterday, and you're doing that little bit more than what the majority are doing, I'm telling you, whether you think the direction is that way, that way, that way, or that way, you're going in the right direction. Slowly but surely, that journey that you're going on, which looks like this, will start to come together, and you'll start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it won't happen if you give up and you don't put forth the effort. And that is my plea to you. Today, tomorrow, this month, the next 3 months, plan for 2021, because it is going to be epic. Absolutely epic. Anyway, kind of lost myself there. I do apologize. But guys, look, and ladies, let's make it happen, man. We're a community. I'm here to support you. Support me as well. Let me know what you want to see in the comments below. You're going to start seeing more of me now as well, because I want to put a face behind what I'm doing, and want to start building on our relationship just a little bit more. You guys have my email. If you need to ask me questions, drop me an email. If there's something you're going through, let me know. I'll be happy to talk about it with you all. But for now, I'm just literally going to max out these charts here on the screen. It's just to look good for the video. I'm not actually trading today. I won't be trading tomorrow either for NFP, because I just got over a really bad chest infection. As I said, I was really sick on top of that. So I'm just going to be maxing out, chilling out with my family. Sunday, I'll be back for the analysis. That's a good point. So just as a final one here, the schedule will be Sunday analysis, so the weekly analysis. Please support that, because that's not getting a lot of support. And if it doesn't get support, then it's just time that I don't need to be spending on it if I don't have to. Do you understand? I'm really doing what I'm doing with the people that I need to be doing it with. So if you're not going to support it, then we'll drop it. But I know you guys like it for the majority of you, so please continue supporting that. We'll come back on Tuesdays with an educational video. Thursdays we'll come back. No, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. No, we'll do Monday with an educational video, something like that. We'll do Wednesday with some market recaps, see what's happening in the market, and look at some of my trades, losing trades, winning trades. And then Friday we'll come back with another educational video or something like that. And that's how we'll roll it, okay? But anyway, if you have enjoyed this, please smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, because a lot of you are not subscribed, which is disappointing. And oh yeah, click the link in my bio and join my Facebook. Follow me on Facebook, because I'm going to start posting a lot of educational videos over there as well as Instagram, but that's where they'll be. But other than that, everybody, look, keep smashing it, be patient, and most of all, trust the process. Keep applying yourselves, keep doing what you know you should be doing, avoid what you know you shouldn't, and I promise you it's just a matter of time. But enough of my rant. Until next time, take care.